Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Young and Restless exclusive. On Joshua Morrow's 30th Nick-versary, he tells all about his nerve-wracking start, his first day shock, and all those years ago, Joshua Morrow was bummed. He'd auditioned to the nth for the part of the bold and the beautiful stripper Dylan Shaw, and hadn't gotten it. But about a week later, he got a life-changing call. The Young and the Restless wanted to meet with him about the role of Newman. They're like, "Hey, this one didn't work out, but we think you'd be great on Young and Restless." I was like, "Awesome, man," he tells Soaps.com. I assumed I'd go back to that whole long process, but literally, my read was with the show's late great co-creator, Bill Bell, and Ed Scott in their corner office with Heather Tom, who at the time was playing Nick's sister, Victoria. That was it. I read one time, and then Ed looks at me and goes, "You got the job, kid." I was like, seriously? It was that fast. Though it seemed to Morrow that things had progressed at lightning speed, that wasn't quite the case behind the scenes. They'd been looking for someone to play the son of super couple Victor and Nikki for a while, and they were deep in their process, he says, since the powers that be already knew from his bold and beautiful tryout how promising a prospect the newcomer was. I was very fortunate to be the guy who booked the gig, and on only his fourth audition ever even. Soon after Morrow made his Young and Restless debut on June 21, 1994, he became not only a fan favorite, but a front-burner mainstay, and a multiple Emmy nominee to boot. At this point, a leading man is as pivotal to the show as Nadia's theme, and shipper wars between supporters of Fic and Chic. And he loves doing the show as much as its viewers adore seeing him on it. From the very start, he was hooked. On his first day, he recalls that his inaugural scene was taped with Tom at 7:30 a.m. "I'd never done a job, not a single job in this world, and I just assumed it was like an all-day thing. I had 4 scenes with Heather, and I was done at 8 in the morning. I was like, all right, well, what do I do now?" They're like, "You go home." Back then, I was still living with my mom, so I drove home and walked in the house, and my mom's like, "What are you doing here? Did you get fired?" he continues. I'm like, "No. I shot my show. I'm done for the day." Now it's rarely like that, but it's a great schedule. I just remember that day being very uniquely exciting and nerve-wracking. I really wanted to do a good job, and 30 years later, here I am. Time has flown by and I couldn't be more proud. It's an awesome achievement, and I'm just so thankful the show stuck with me for this long. And to think, if Morrow had wound up winning that bold and beautiful role instead, things would have worked out very differently. I joined Young and Restless shortly after Dylan Neal had started on Bold and Beautiful, so I saw him all the time. We became buddies, but I want to say he only lasted 2 or 3 years, and that could have been me. They could have been like, "You know what? We're done." But getting Nick Newman, who's obviously a cornerstone of the show and a huge part of this main family, some longevity was sort of baked into it. Assuming that's what I wanted to do and was responsible and showed up on time and was efficient, I could stay as long as I wanted pretty much. Luckily, Morrow isn't one of those actors who sees daytime as a stepping stone to higher profile work. "I couldn't want to be famous less," he says, "and for all intents and purposes, I'm not. Nobody cares what I do in this town. There are far, far more people who are way more famous and interesting, so I can live my life and not have to worry about that. So this is an incredible way to provide for my family, to make a great living, and to be in a job that is very fulfilling that lets me work with incredible people. It's really been just like the Powerball of jobs as far as I'm concerned." Joshua Morrow, the heartthrob who plays Nicholas Newman on The Young and the Restless, recently celebrated a milestone that few actors in the soap opera world achieve: his 30th anniversary on the show. Reflecting on his journey, Morrow shared insights into his nerve-wracking start, his first day shock, and the transformative moments that have defined his career. Stepping onto the set of The Young and the Restless, for the first time, a fresh-faced Joshua Morrow was brimming with excitement and anxiety. It was 1994, and Morrow, a novice actor, was about to take on the role of Nicholas Newman, the son of the iconic Victor Newman. The weight of expectations was immense and Morrow felt it deeply. "I remember walking onto the set and just being overwhelmed," he recalls. "It was surreal, like stepping into a different world." Morrow's first day on set was a whirlwind of emotions. He was introduced to the cast and crew, all of whom were seasoned veterans. "I was so nervous," he admits. "Here I was, a newcomer, and I was surrounded by people who had been doing this for years. It was intimidating, to say the least." The young actor was greeted warmly, but he couldn't shake the feeling of being out of his depth. The first scene he shot was with none other than Eric Braeden, who plays his on-screen father, Victor Newman. "That was the moment it hit me," Morrow says. "I was about to act alongside a legend. Eric was so supportive though. He could see how nervous I was and he took me under his wing." Braeden's mentorship was invaluable to Morrow, providing him with the confidence and guidance he needed to navigate the complexities of his new role. Despite the initial nerves, Morrow quickly found his footing. He immersed himself in the character of Nicholas, embracing the dramatic storylines and emotional arcs that the show is known for. Over the years, he has portrayed Nick through countless trials and tribulations, romantic entanglements, family feuds, and personal struggles. "Nick has been through so much," Morrow reflects. "It's been an incredible journey to bring his story to life." One of the most shocking moments in Morrow's early days on the show came during a pivotal scene that would set the tone for his character's future. "I remember the script called for Nick to have this intense confrontation with his father," Morrow recalls. "I was so nervous about delivering the performance. But when the cameras started rolling, something clicked. I felt this surge of energy and I just went for it." The scene was a success, earning Morrow praise from his colleagues and solidifying his place on the show. As the years went by, Morrow's portrayal of Nicholas Newman became more nuanced and layered. He credits the writers and producers for giving him the opportunity to explore different facets of his character. "The writers have done an amazing job of keeping Nick's story fresh and exciting," Morrow says. "They've allowed me to take him in new directions and really delve into his psyche." Morrow's dedication to his craft has not gone unnoticed. Over the past 3 decades, he has garnered a loyal fan base and received numerous accolades for his performance. "The fans are incredible," he says with a smile. "Their support means the world to me. Knowing that they've stuck with Nick and his journey all these years is truly humbling." Reflecting on his 30-year career, Morrow expresses immense gratitude for the opportunities he has had. "I've been incredibly fortunate," he says. "To be able to do what I love for this long is a gift. And to do it on a show like The Young and the Restless, with such a talented cast and crew, is more than I could have ever hoped for." Morrow's journey on The Young and the Restless is a testament to his resilience and passion for acting. From his nerve-wracking start to this first-day shock, he has navigated the highs and lows of the soap opera world with grace and determination. As he looks to the future, Morrow is excited to continue exploring Nicholas Newman's story and to see where the character's journey will take him next. "There's still so much more to tell," Morrow says enthusiastically. "Nick's story is far from over. I'm excited to see what the writers have in store and to continue bringing this character to life for our amazing fans." As he celebrates this remarkable milestone, Joshua Morrow's reflections on his 30-year career offer a poignant reminder of the power of perseverance and passion. His journey from a nervous newcomer to a beloved soap opera star is an inspiration to aspiring actors and a testament to the enduring appeal of The Young and the Restless. In the ever-changing world of daytime television, Joshua Morrow's steadfast presence on The Young and the Restless is a comforting constant for fans. His portrayal of Nicholas Newman has become a cornerstone of the show, and his commitment to the role is evident in every scene he plays.